Will you join me in chanting a few slogans?
Yeah.
Canada out of NATO, abolish NATO.
Canada out of NATO, abolish NATO. Canada out of NATO, abolish NATO.
Canada out of NATO.
Abolish NATO.
Woo!
Stop feeding the flame. Stop the war in Ukraine. Stop feeding the flame.
Stop the war in Ukraine. Stop feeding the flame.
Stop the war in Ukraine.
Stop feeding the flame.
Stop the war in Ukraine.
Negotiate, don't escalate. Negotiate,
Don't escalate. Negotiate. Don't escalate. Negotiate. Don't escalate.
Homes, not drones. Homes, not drones.
Homes, not drones. Homes, not drones. Homes, not drones. Homes,
Hands
not
off Haiti, Canada out of the core group. Hands off Haiti,
Canada out of the core group. Hands off Haiti. Canada out of the core group. Hands off Haiti. Canada out of the core group.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
From the river
To the sea, Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
And one more. Money for healthcare, not for warfare. Money for
Healthcare, not for warfare.
Money for healthcare,
not for warfare.
Money for healthcare,
Not for warfare.
Comrades and friends, on Friday, I participated in the disruption of a speech by the Federal Defense Minister, Anita Anand, at MTU.
Woo!
She claims that Canada is defending democracy. But the Zelensky
Lies.
government is far from democratic, and the Putin regime is no better. There is an abundance of villains on both sides of the conflict in Ukraine, which was provoked by NATO expansion
Hear,
and an
hear.
8-year killing spree by Kyiv against the residents of the Donbass.
Shame.
The Western powers repeatedly violated the Minsk II treaty, and now the Kremlin seeks to resurrect the Tsarist Empire. Putin has united Europe against Russia. Our position is clear. In the words of Lenin and Trotsky, spoken over a century ago, turn the imperialist war into a civil war.
Hear, hear.
The only war worth waging is the class war. Down with imperialism, workers to power.
Woo!
This rally occurs just a few steps from the office of Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland. Her crimes against humanity are so many that I need this clipboard just to recount them. She has overseen a massive increase in Canadian military spending. She has opposed arms control and measures like that and nuclear disarmament. During a 2018 visit to Israel, she announced that should Canada win a seat on the United Nations Security Council, it would act as an asset for Israel on the council.
Shame.
Freeland supported the ouster of Bolivia's first indigenous president.
Shame.
Hours after the November 10, 2019
Election.
hours after military command forced Evo Morales to resign in 2019, Freeland declared, and I quote, "Canada stands with Bolivia and the democratic will of its people."
Shame.
Coup
Venezuelan
nation.
Foreign Affairs Minister Jorge Ariaza pointed out that the Trudeau government's Venezuela policy took a sharply belligerent turn after Freeland replaced Stéphane Dion in January 2017. Freeland helped establish the Lima Group, which backed Washington's puppet, Juan Guaido, and imposed an embargo on trade with Venezuela and supported a failed military uprising in Caracas.
Shame.
Freeland has done nothing about rape and sexual assault by Canadian forces and the RCMP, including those stationed in Haiti.
Shame.
And now her government sends military equipment to the Haitian National Police to back the non-elected government of President Ariel Henry. Henry was appointed by the core group, consisting of Canada, Germany, France, Spain, and the USA. Ottawa is planning to be part of an imperialist occupation of Haiti, right now, under the auspices of the UN.
Shame.
Freeland mostly ignores Saudi Arabia's violence in Yemen and echoes Riyadh's justification for waging war. In September 2019, Freeland said, "Saudi Arabia is an important partner for Canada, and we continue to work with Saudi Arabia on a number of different issues at a number of different levels."
Shame.
This includes the arms trade, in which Canada is the second leading supplier of Saudi Arabia. In early 2017, it came to light that Freeland's Ukrainian grandfather, Michael Chomiak, was a Nazi propagandist during World War II. Chomiak edited a Ukrainian-language newspaper that published speeches by Hitler and Goebbels and anti-Jewish and anti-Soviet texts.
Shame.
While obviously not responsible for her grandpa's misdeeds, Freeland publicly praised him, and she deflected questions on the matter by stoking Russophobia.
Shame.
Alongside claims of Russian electoral interference, Freeland claimed Russia was a strategic ally. Freeland pushed a Canadian military buildup in Eastern Europe. In 2017, Freeland and Defense Minister Harjit Sajjan wrote, quote, "We send a strong message of deterrence to Russia by continuing our military training in Ukraine through our air policing in Romania, our frigate on the Black Sea, and our recently announced Canadian-led NATO battle group in Latvia." Close quote. To conclude, despite our present small numbers here today, we represent the future. It is crucial that we work together to build a broad anti-war movement that is independent of Washington, independent of Ottawa, and independent of Moscow.
Hear, hear.
Socialist Action is committed to the United Front approach that is evident here today, as we are committed to the Municipal Socialist Alliance, the Workers' Action Movement, and the NDP Socialist Caucus. Peace with justice will reign only when capitalism is replaced by a global cooperative commonwealth under workers' control. A vital step forward is to save humanity from the threat of nuclear annihilation. Stop feeding the flame. Stop the war in Ukraine. Negotiate. Don't escalate. Thank you very much.
Hear, hear.
Smash NATO.
Thank you, Barry. A couple more of our endorsing organizations who couldn't be here today. The United May Day Committee that brings together volunteer members